Hey, welcome to the Pharmacy Residency Podcast, a member of the Pharmacy Podcast Network. I wanted to let you know that today is Sunday, March 15th. I'll be done with the letters of intent with who I'm helping. I had a certain number planned. I knew I could get 30 done if we were on vacation, but now we are not going on vacation because the hotel shut down that we were going to go to, and Washington, D.C. and APHA, obviously that is not going to happen either. So I wanted to first encourage you and let you know that there were many mistakes made by the match process. So the first mistake is that ASHP's match process does not allow phase 1 sites to pick their person ahead of time, even though and this is an approximation, about 20%, I believe, already have someone in mind. And yes, they go through the motions, and yes, they interview everyone, and yes, they make you feel like you had a chance. But the reality is you had absolutely no chance. And I think this is the first thing that needs to be fixed about the match process. If someone already has someone, then just let them hire them. Don't do this to people. Don't make them go around the country. Don't make them go to these sites when you already know who you're going to pick. The second thing that's flawed with the process is that there's no way to tell someone that you really like them. Now, some sites do, and some people do, and it's illegal as far as the rules of the match go, but it still happens. And that means that if two people already knew that they were going to be connected, then what's the point? Why can't we just let the other people know that this job is taken? Okay. So the first is people already have them before the match process even starts because someone is in an APPE or someone is an employee there. In some way, there's a very strong connection. Other people don't have a chance to match. The second is that the site or the person have come together outside of the rules of the match and have made it a bit unfair for everyone else. The third comes from a student who maybe misunderstood where they really match, and it's so I don't want to say unfair, but it's so early in the process to have to do all of that in December when you've just had half of your APPEs. I've really advocated that it should be the APPEs go in the 6th and 7th semester, and then you come back to refresh and study for the NAPLEX in your last semester. I know that may seem silly, but you really need to come back and rebuild that community. You really need to get those connections, because the most important thing is that when the job search comes, that you can work together. And you're in the exact opposite thing. You are homeless. You are doing work for free. You are doing all of these things that take you away from your connections and your community. So again, if you need help with your letter of intent, email me at tonythepharmacist@gmail.com, and I can do it for $75. I can turn it around in 24 hours. What I need from you are a number of things. First, I need your Word document. That is your current letter of intent. It doesn't have to be from this round. It can be from the last round. I need the link to the site that you are most interested in. I need the 3 reasons, the 3 required and 3 elective rotations that you are most interested in and how you qualify. So I'm really interested in peds. I've done a full peds elective and so forth. And then maybe 1 or 2 longitudinal experiences that you're most interested in as well. I'll also need your CV just to be able to look at that and see how you frame and phrase the strengths that you have within those. So again, there is a chance to match. Phase 2 is a real thing, and phase 2 is going to be a lot easier than going out into community in March and hoping, or April really, and hoping that there's a spot or 2 left in a desirable area. So please reach out to me. I know that right now your energy level is barely that you can pick up the phone, or not pick up the phone, but email. But I am here to help you. I'll be done the ones I'm working on tonight, and I can get this done for you in 24 hours.
Hey, thanks again for listening to the Pharmacy Residency Podcast. I do encourage you to go to residencyhelp.com, get on the mailing list. I'll send you out an email every Friday during residency season, but then afterwards, I'll still have a number of episodes on helping you get through residency itself. And then if you're somebody that's looking at residency in the future, I'll also have content for that as well. If you have a question, I'm pretty good about getting back to you. And if I don't have an answer, I will know someone that does. So thanks again for listening to the Pharmacy Residency Podcast. And if you're on Apple Podcasts, please do rate and review. It really matters in terms of our ability to reach more people. Thanks again.